Roger Jackson's arrest footage has been released. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, we're not going to watch the arrest footage. It's on TMZ's YouTube channel if you want to go see it. I just have a feeling, I don't want to get any copyright or anything crazy. But we have several topics on the evening, so we just won't be watching the arrest. But this is the main thing. This is the fucking picture. And I'll tell you an update on Raja through this is Raja was basically arrested outside his apartment building in Huntington Beach, California on Thursday, and police officers arrested him through an arrest warrant. It's been said before, but just to remind you guys, 24 days after his violent attack at the pro wrestling event in LA on August 23rd. So Raja was booked at a jail in Pacoima in Los Angeles, and he bonded out overnight, and he was held for several hours. So was he bonded out probably in midnight or something like that? Friday? Seems like it. So I guess his dad didn't want to bail him out till late. Who knows the story on that, why it took the time it did. Here's what people are saying a little bit. They're saying, how is he already released? I don't want to hear shit about privilege ever again. Daddy already bailed him out. He's free walking the streets of LA again. Some accountability. Another person said, finally. So, I don't know. People are going crazy about this. I think they're kind of conflating some other things and using this as an opportunity to validate maybe some prejudices or something like that. I don't know, man. Like I see, look, arrest this vile racist. That trailer trash hillbilly instigated it. Like what's going on here? Like, why are people making it out to be this black versus white thing? That's my thing. Why are they making it out to be a black versus white thing? It straight up has nothing to do with race. I guess I can understand a little bit where Rampage is coming from now. I didn't notice all these comments before, but free walking the streets of LA again. Dude, he's not I feel like even this is an overstatement. Okay, you can be mad that his daddy bailed him out, that's fine, but to contextualize it and be he's free walking the streets of LA again, he's some sort of vile criminal, you know what I mean? It's odd to me. I feel I already said it. Some prejudices are coming up. Look at that, 6 likes. People like that shit. That's my take. Is Raja right? No, but I'm just saying, do I fear for anybody's life the fact that Raja is free? No. It's been 24 days. Nothing's happened. He got pissed off. It was a pro wrestling event. It was a work. Things got heated. It is what it is, bro. I don't know. It's being talked to death a little bit. So yeah, he's out. Nothing's gonna happen. He's not gonna hurt anybody. And let's see. Let's let the justice system do its job and see how far this thing goes. But I don't know how the whole thing works, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. He was arrested, right? No charges have really been filed. I mean, he's got a felony charge, but for what, right? What's the reasoning? We don't know. I thought it might have been one of those things where the police just arrested him and took him in for questioning. But then why did he have to bond out and shit like that? So, I don't know. There's some information that isn't really being released in a timely manner here. I can try to look it up one more time as far as the his arrest. 1 second. Like, let's just see if there's any new info that's been put on this arrest sheet. Okay, so here it is. Still no real charge. It's just a felony level charge. For what? Still not known. No court date set. It's like I don't know. They arrested him. He had to bond out, but it's like, do they even have anything on him? And if they don't, then why did they even arrest him? Like, what warrant do you have just to keep this kid locked up for like the night? They got a warrant. Anyway, that's what's going on with Raja. No real crazy update, but we didn't get to watch this yesterday, so I figured I would bring it to you today. Moving on to the news. Let's see. We got Fiziev. Rafael Fiziev is out of his main event against Charles Oliveira at UFC Rio on October 11th. He's injured. It's a real shame. We're about less than a month out, you know. We're like 20-something days out. So there's a couple options here. But it you know, this sucks for everybody involved, Charles included. He's going to likely stay on the card. It's his hometown event, so of course he wants to stay on it. And he's headlining, you know, so it's even more than a necessity for the UFC to keep him on. So Charles staying on. Fiziev, you know, get well soon. But we got Gamrot. Oh, well, you know, first off, this is Fiziev, his reaction to it. Little sad face emoji. And then we got Gamrot. I'm ready and hungry to jump in. Come on, at UFC. So Gamrot's inserted his name in the matter. All right. Gamrot wants to run it with this man right here. If you pull up the UFC rankings, there's only a few options. I saw that BSD, you know, might be a thing. People saying, oh, it's in the works already. I mean, how do you know that, dude? This shit just got turned around like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. I feel like they're just kind of like, you know, doing deductive reasoning, but you can't be making reports off of deductive reasoning, saying it's in the works. Rumor has it. Now, here it is, lightweight. Charles, ranked number 4 right now. Fiziev, number 10. Okay, so in theory, we can run it with pretty much anybody. You know, anybody within the top 15 is fair game. Ruffy, coming off that loss, no go. Grant Dawson, I don't think a Grant Dawson is going to be running it with Charles Oliveira. Make your own reasons of that. BSD, we're going to get into that, but BSD might be the most viable option. He's already inserted his name in the hat. He says he's down. He was keeping his eye on this event in case a fight fell through. So BSD, viable option, coming off a win though. This is short notice. Like I said, it's in about 21 days or so. Maybe 22, give or take what this month goes to. But it's soon removed from his last fight, you know. It's only like three weeks removed from his last fight, maybe 4 max. And no, it's definitely 3. We're only like 2 weeks removed from his last fight. Anyway, then you're also going to jump into another fight on like 3 weeks notice. It's just, I don't like it for BSD. I really don't. I don't know why these guys are so overzealous at times. But hey, if BSD wants it, he can have it. I'm not going to get in the man's way. Chandler, no. Moicano, I think maybe that's an option. Ranked number 11, so Moicano could be an option. Dariush, I don't really think so. Needs time to make 155. Gamrot, we already discussed it. Patty needs too much time. Can't take short notice. Dan Hooker could run it. Although he's rumored to be fighting Arman. Hasn't officially been announced. But if he's training, you know what I'm saying? Boom, run it. And Gaethje, he's not going to take a short notice fight. He refuses. Doesn't need to. His worth is too high. So yeah, that's the lower part of the rankings though right there. And then, let me see here. I did include Patty in my poll, but as I was just discussing it on here, I'm like, nah, you can't do Patty. All right. Dana White shows off some new stuff for the UFC White House. And then also, McGregor announces he's fighting Michael Chandler at UFC White House. So, breaking news. To be honest with you, I don't really care about this stuff, but let's just look at it in a different context here. I don't really want to repost this whole let's take a look at it like this. These are the images they showed on that clip. This is what he's generating, hoping it's going to look like. Front of the White House lawn. I mean, that'll look pretty crazy if they're walking out of the Oval Office down these tunnels right here. That'd be crazy. Honestly, I wasn't super hyped on it, but now I kind of like, this is pretty dope. This is pretty dope if he sets it up like this with the Raptors 2 on top, outdoor. Pretty cool. I can't lie to you, it's pretty cool. This is a good shot too. A really good shot. You could almost just do a still shot. Like, let me just watch it like this for a little bit. Definitely incorporate this angle though. At times. I love this shot. We want the zoom in, you know, with the guys standing on top of the cage, I guess. But this is a good shot right here. Why? Oh, I guess. Why do they have the guys standing? I feel like you could even do some like AI cameras on top that just track movement. But hey, I like the guys standing. It feels right. I guess this is the Lincoln Memorial. Somebody said it's disrespectful to have something going on the Lincoln Memorial. I think this is the press conference. Yeah, press conference at the Lincoln Memorial. So Dana White's just going to use the White House as his fucking playground. Oh, so this is how it's going to look. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I see how it looks from this angle. That makes some sense. It makes sense. I wonder who's going to be allowed tickets and like fucking... It's not going to be your average Americans. It's got to be like... There's no way. The vetting process will be crazy. Walking out right here. Front door of the White House. Come through this tunnel. Boom. Come in the octagon. Something like that. I like this. You know, I'm going to be honest though. I'm not super like... I find it a little bit annoying how much is being talked about a year out. Like even the fact that all Dana's done, right, is come up with a couple images and he's just plastering it all over the place. Like I get it. It's cool. And I'm even like enjoying looking at it right now. But it's like, man, this shit's being talked to death. We got like 8 months or actually like literally like 10 months. If it's going to be in June of next year, I mean, okay, so like 8 months, 9 months, and we have to hear about this every day. So it's low-key exhausting, but this is one of the best announcements we've heard. Now, speaking of this, right, this whole thing, I guess McGregor Chandler is back on for the UFC White House event. My initial reaction, well, I guess you guys just want to see the clip first, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Let's see. Conor's over here announcing the shit.
With Dana White and UFC, there'll be a fight at the White House. They're making up the cards now. Does Conor McGregor want to be a part of that?
I'm on it.
You're on it?
I'm on it. Well,
who are you fighting?
I am. This is me. Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler and myself have done the show, The Ultimate Fighter. We've had a good back and forth. He's a good, tough guy. And, you know, the Mac is excited to get back for sure.
With Dana White and UFC, there'll be a fight at the White House. They're making up the...
Okay. Real quick, it's just like, man, this says something as far as the UFC goes, though. Like, we don't even care at all about the champions, you know? Tom Aspinall, shit. We're not thinking about you to headline it. Islam Makhachev, like, nah. Like, it's just crazy. Dana's resorting to, like, a McGregor. A guy who's so far past his prime. Now, this is all PR. This is all PR, and I'm never going to buy it, to be honest with you. I'm never going to buy it. Yes, Conor got the perfect opponent in Chandler. But if it was anyone else, bro, McGregor's getting ran through. He's lucky Chandler is so, like, low fight IQ in there, you know? And he's taking the damage he's done. So Conor can talk confidently and all this stuff. And I feel like so many people are buying this shit now because Dana White's behind him, saying they're talking every day. This is wolf tickets. This is the biggest wolf tickets ever. Conor's coming in to get paid. Chandler's coming in to get paid. Dana's looking to get paid off of it. And it's all off the uneducated fans who are going to fucking, you know, salivate for this event. And it's going to be a really subpar main event, dude. You're getting two shit-ass guys. This is the thing. McGregor and Chandler as the main event of the White House, those guys are fucking shit houses right now as far as their talents go. And that's no disrespect, man. But when you put out these guys as the main event, as the White House, I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that. I don't even, like, why Conor, dude? Conor has not shown that he's been able to put together a full fight camp or anything, and Dana just trusts Conor with his ass all over again now that John Jones is gone, and people are eating it up. They're eating this shit up, bro. I'm a little bit frustrated. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna co-sign this main event. Like, Conor hasn't shown he could string together a fight camp. Conor was out of the UFC drug testing pool when he broke his shin. Understandably so. He had to recover. He got back in the testing pool. Okay. He was supposed to headline the International Fight Week card against Chandler. Pulls out with a broken toe. With that fight getting booked, that's an indication he had re-entered the UFC drug testing pool, right? Okay. So then he broke his toe when he pulled out of this Chandler fight, right? He broke his toe when he pulled out of this Chandler fight. He also exited the drug testing pool again, bro. Again. Took another hiatus for God knows what, bro. But he could have been doing steroids. He was out of the drug testing pool. Like, why did you leave because you broke a toe? That was like a year ago. Why didn't you just remain in the drug testing pool? Now you're back in it again. You haven't even been in it for 6 months. You haven't even been in it for 6 months. You've been in it for like 2. And we're talking about your fight. It's just like... There's so much things to talk about with McGregor, and it's all going to just like be swept under the rug for him to headline UFC White House, and nobody's going to fucking pay attention to shit. Because Dana's got a crazy cult following. I'll admit it. Dana's got a crazy cult following. People will just spew out whatever he says, whatever he's excited about. You know, people eat it up. But mark my words, you know. McGregor Chandler main event is fucking wolf tickets, bro. What the fuck are they even selling? Just faces and names. This is the fucking co-main. This ain't no main event. Put an elite fight out there. The heavyweight fight. This is because what, Chandler's marketed himself as an American? Come on, bro. Conor's Irish. Why can't you put fucking Tom Aspinall? Or stop fucking announcing these main events yet. Like, just stop talking about it, bro. Let it, like, let's wait till we're like 6 months out and you book the main event and you announce it then. We're like 9-10 months out. And we're getting Conor announcing him versus Chandler. It's just like, again, stirring up hype. Just throwing out testers, feeling the waters. Seeing what bites, what doesn't, what sticks. So by completely just co-signing everything these guys do, you know, you're giving them a false idea that you care. If Aspinall fights Jones, it might stir up some interest. A lot of people want to see Jones take a beating. I mean, come on, bro. Aspinall gets past Cyril Gane, and John wants back in. It's just like, sure, you might not be able to trust John, but make John take pennies, punish his ass, and he's going to take that fight against Aspinall. He's dying to do it. He's already shown recently that he can turn around, or not turn around, but he can show up for fights. For Miocic, right? For Cyril Gane a couple years ago. He can show up for fights. More recent than Conor has, at the very least. Sure, Conor's been, you know, very reliable throughout his career, right? But this is not 2015 anymore. This is a different guy. He's getting off steroids again. I'm going to rescind that comment as if it's factual, and I'm just going to say he could be getting off steroids again. He was just out of the UFC drug testing pool and re-entered 2 months ago because he broke a fucking big toe. Use your fucking mind a little bit, your deductive reasoning. Why would he need to do that? A, he was planning on fucking retiring for good and never coming back, which means he hasn't been training for shit. And B, he wanted to fucking hop back on the juice because he felt he needed more. Well, now, if that is true, you're back off it, and you're going to face the repercussions of that too. You're too old to be taking that and getting off it and shit like that, and then stepping in the cage. That's a little bit of a tangent, I will admit. But I just feel some type of way about this. So, if Chandler McGregor Chandler McGregor should be co-main. John Jones Aspinall should be main. That would be amazing matchmaking. Yeah, Dana White shows what the UFC White House will look like. It doesn't matter.